Submit to a credit check, or present your passport before proceeding to the gate.
So now with my expanded science knowledge, 1C, 3CR34M.
Thank you, madam. You may proceed.
Welcome back to another episode of Games on Slow and Bad, where we play games slowly and most often badly. Today we are back with the new episode of Fallout New Vegas, and oh boy, is this one going to be a doozy. And by a doozy, I mean I'm happy to show off some more mods that I've installed to make this a little less painful. You see, when I showed off earlier some of the open Vegas mods that I've installed that allow me to simply walk through the wasteland rather than going through every loading zone, I didn't show you the most important of those. You see, over the course of New Vegas, you're very frequently running out of the strip proper. Now, you can fast travel out, but I personally enjoy going and walking through the wasteland. Why? Well, there is so much to see out here that I feel like I'm missing a pretty big part of the game if I try and skip that. So, with that in mind, let us go through the gates to Freeside. Freeside East Gate. Let's do it. So today I am not joined by anyone in particular. It is just me by myself, and I am quite tired. It's been a long day, but I did feel like today was a good day to try and crank out this video because it is late. So welcome to Freeside. Freeside is the bombed out section of Vegas, and with this mod that I've installed, you can see I can see all the way across. That is right, I have loaded a mod that makes Freeside a more open area. That means that things...
Whoa!
What's going on? That means that battles, set-piece battles like this can break out, where a Freeside thug is fighting with a member of the King's gang. Why is this interesting? Well, normally these guys don't... they don't see much of each other because they're locked away in loading zones. That is right, this mod makes it easier for me to explore Freeside. And pick up that really nice revolver, thank you very much. Memphis Kid outfit, by the way, pretty cool. Okay. Come on. Are you serious now? I mean, I might be weighed down, but this is getting silly. Alright, Veronica, get him. Hit him with the chainsaw. Ooh, look at you, bud. Okay, no, never mind. I was gonna compliment your staying power, but it didn't last very long. Alright, Veronica, I got
something
stuff.
good for me? Is it a dress?
So, what is so exciting about this area? Well, let me tell you. It is full of vagrants.
Hi.
And children eating rats. So, interesting little thing.
Excuse me, coming through.
Excuse me. That... Alright, so that guy tried to pickpocket 100 caps off me, and that was a mistake on his part, because I had a gun. If you shoot the rat, the kids actually go and eat it, because they are that poor off. Freeside is not a nice place. By the way, normally this area right here is not a path into Freeside proper, but the mod adds it, so it's nice. Here is the School of Elvis Impersonators. Yep. That's a thing.
Thank God the followers are here. I'd probably be dead now if it weren't for their doctors.
So there's normally a loading zone right here that divides the two areas, and the only way through is basically right here. There's the old Mormon fort over here, where the followers of the apocalypse are held up.
We're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
There's criers for various stores. There's all sorts of debris. It is a very, very interesting area. In that you can clearly see they had much greater hopes to make this more of an interactive area.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
I saw him stand up and I was pretty well convinced he was coming after me. So here's the second casino in the game, the Atomic Wrangler. This is a sort of degenerate bar for folks who can't get into the city proper. And here's the Silver Rush. Silver Rush is full of horrible, evil people who will sell you some really, really high-quality laser weapons. We're probably going to come back here later. Ordinarily, you can't walk down here, but because of the mod I've installed, we get a lovely pathway over to an area with one of the most memorable characters in the game. More on that in a bit. Rounding the corner, we see something truly impressive. For it. The Strip. Welcome to the Strip. So here is the interesting part about the Strip, and let's see what I got for caps. I get enough. So, watch this set piece that comes up. Where is it?
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first.
Oh, why wouldn't I want to go past the greeter?
Those bots are programmed to vaporize anyone who enters the fenced-in area without authorization from the greeter.
Sounds like my sort of people. Thanks for the free advice. Who are you?
The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born.
What's your story?
I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed.
We can go through all this, but I'm all set. Thank you. Ordinarily, there'd be someone who actually doesn't follow the advice. Oh, here we go. I think that's him. Here we go. Let me help you, ghoul. This squatter. Can I get you to walk around? His pathing is a bit glitched at the moment. That's unfortunate. Normally, he would go through this set piece, and he would walk past these guards, and they would mow him right down. Like, just absolutely cut him to the ground. For many reasons, we're not going to the Strip at this moment. We are actually going to go and meet some interesting people who live out here in Freeside. Conversationalist right there. Because Freeside is full of some interesting individuals, and it's a damn shame that there isn't more to it. Here's a gambler.
I've never seen a robot like
What do you
bodyguard. What do you need? I need to get going.
that before.
See, here's some more gamblers on the way to the Strip. So this mod adds this sort of flair, and it makes Freeside much more interesting. Here's a
need?
crier
You want
for
someone dead? Really dead? Stop by the Silver Rush and we'll give you the means.
You got the Atomic Wrangler crier. Obviously, they're advertising other services, if you catch my drift. Let's go into the Wrangler. So the Wrangler is run by two siblings. And generally, only one of them is at the bar at any time. So today, we got Francine Garrett.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
What do I want to go? What services do you offer?
We've got liquor, chems, and whores aplenty. Pick your fix, and we'll oblige.
Okay.
Our only rule is no sampling the merchandise. Caps paid in advance.
It's only
If you'd like to do a bit of gambling, we have an exchange at the back of the casino on the left.
It's only eerie because her face just doesn't appear in the right proportions. What do you have on tap?
Cap.
Alright, there we go. Yeah, I actually just did this selfishly because I wanted to see what it was that I could offload to make myself not so heavy. It's NCR armor, these goggles, that. We'll start with
Give
that.
me a shout if you need anything else.
Do you have any work you need? Yeah, we'll hold off on that. We'll hold off on that. So, as you can see, they have guards all over the place. This is Caleb.
Something you need, kid?
I'm not a kid, old man.
You've got a mouth on you, kid. If I weren't busy working for the Garretts, I might give you a few lessons in common courtesy. Get lost.
He's fun. We'll meet more of him later. So, the guard see your angler. First off, my friend, that is quite a well-manicured stash, given the apocalypse. Here's a cashier. Here's another guard. So no joke, you cannot steal from them. You will get gunned down. They
Try
have
your hand at blackjack.
blackjack, they have roulette, and they have slot machines. All of which you can play by going over there, getting some caps, and running over. If you have a luck skill higher than, let's say, 8, you are probably net going to make a ton of money. Oh, is that who I think it is?
Whoa, baby. Am I looking at a mirror? Or are you just that ugly?
Watch your mouth, ghoul, or I might just rip your jaw off.
Whoa, Nelly. There's insult comedy, and then there's psycho comedy. I guess you aren't the heckler Garrett hired to spice up my show. What do you want?
So who are you exactly?
Either you need to get your eyes checked, or that famous fleeting thing is true. And since I happen to be world famous, you must be going blind. Name's Hadrian.
I love
You
Adrian.
never saw a ghoul in a suit before, huh? Of course, you don't exactly strike me as the worldly type.
Oh, I'm gonna murder you at some point in this run-through. You perform stand-up comedy, huh? That's generous.
Yeesh, is my act that bad? Or are you just that dumb? Yeah, that's right. Got me a nice juicy contract with the management.
Judging from the economic state of the area, you are, well, you're crap. I can't really say much better than that.
Okay, I admit it. I ain't exactly rowing in caps here. But what do you want? I'm under contract. I can't get out.
That becomes important later. But for the time being... Hi, Veronica. For the time being, let's wait, let's say 8 hours. There we go. James, how are you?
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
Well, here's an interesting thing about James. He can help your reputation in Freeside, and let me show you what that does.
For the right caps, I might be able to put in a good word, or let people know you're not such a bad guy. What do you have in mind?
I need people to forget about the things I've done, meaning I'm a horrible individual, which we don't need right now, or I want people to like me.
Alright, I can chat you up, but it's gonna cost you. I'm not risking my reputation around here for nothing.
So, most likely you've never done this, because why would you? This is sort of a waste. But hey, I'm gonna pay 1,000 caps. I'm a damn beacon of morality here. People should be lining up to shake my hand. Here's 1,000 caps. Go tell everybody.
Great. This is gonna require an epic tale of heroism. I've got it. I'll say you slew a nest of Deathclaws living in the sewers. It was bloody work, but you waded through the pack like a man possessed. Just to make this clear, I can only spin a whopper this big once. There's only so much people will believe before they see through the bullshit.
Ah, that's so much fun. And now I'm liked, because people believe that I went and punched a Deathclaw. Okay. Every time I see someone maybe vaguely coming at me, panic reflex sets in.
Lasers, plasma,
Actually, before I go that way, let's finish off over here. Alright, so here's a Silver Rush and a drunk. Now here's the thing about the Silver Rush. This is the worst aspect of the game that's about to happen right here.
Welcome to the Silver Rush, New Vegas' best source of laser and plasma weapons. I'm afraid I'm going to have to search you before letting you in. The only weapons allowed on the premises are the ones we're selling.
Okay, search away.
It should only take a moment. There, I've stored all of your weapons. You're clear to enter. When you leave, I'll hand them all back to you.
So they've actually removed all of the weapons from my inventory and placed them in the box next to the character.
Meeting. You'll have to wait until it's over.
Mr. Soren,
So let's
please
watch
get
this
to the
meeting.
point. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
Miss Van Graff, my associates and I have decided that we wish to renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Might I ask for what reason? The shipment was delivered. The guns were tested before leaving this facility.
Regardless, we feel that the quality of the weapons is below expectation and hope to adjust the price accordingly.
Ah, I think I understand what the issue here is. Excuse me for a moment, would you? Jean-Baptiste, could you bring out the volunteer?
This is totally worth it. Let's just hang on for a second while I get the volunteer. By the way, there's nothing to stop me at this moment in time from grabbing any of these
Keep your
weapons
hands where we can see them.
and just destroying these folks. Other than the fact that I'm at half health and these guys are armed to the teeth. Look, plasma, 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 plasma. He's got a laser rifle, and I believe she has a pistol.
This is a lesson, Mr. Soren. A lesson in faith.
What is this, Miss Van Graff? I don't understand. Who is this man? What does this have to do with our deal?
Everything. Up until recently, this man was an employee of mine. He's quite handsome, don't you think? I know I did. We became close. I warned him that I was a very jealous woman, and he said he understood. Apparently he didn't. Last week, I chanced upon him in Gomorrah, being serviced by one of their two-cab whores. I was not pleased. I tell you all this because I want you to know that this man means a great deal to me. Do it. Never break faith with the Van Graffs, Mr. Soren. I expect you'll have the rest of our payment ready tomorrow morning.
So she just murdered her lover.
Okay, everyone.
As part of a dispute with someone over a contract.
I think he wet himself before he left. That was pretty good, making up that part about sleeping with Jacob. You did make that part up, right, Glory? Damn it, girl. What has Mama always said about tipping the help? I thought this was about him stealing money from us.
He was stealing money, though he could have kept it for all I cared. God knows he earned it.
Oh god, the writing in this game is so good. What do you have in the ash pile? 2 caps, thank you. Oh, look at this. Here's our first plasma caster of the game. An absurdly strong weapon, a laser pistol, a laser rifle, a tri-beam laser rifle, an RCW, a flamer, all the energy cells in the world, pulse grenades, pulse mines, plasma, 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 multipliers rifle, which is essentially a plasma shotgun, plasma defender. Oh, it's everything.
Welcome to the Silver Rush. Of course.
So here's the only problem. Oh, my lord. Is everything expensive? Plasma caster. Plasma machine gun. Tri-beam. Everything. So expensive. I'm just seeing if there's anything in here that is any good. Add scope. I don't think there's anything in here that I particularly care for at the moment.
Holy hell, that's a lot of energy weapons. Guess we dropped the ball on that one.
Hey.
So she's with the followers of the apocalypse, and they want to hoard, oh god. Here's the worst part of the game. Hold on 1 second, folks. It reset all of my favorites because it actually removed it from my inventory. Worst thing in the entire game. Wish that it didn't happen. So yeah, she thinks that the Brotherhood of Steel, rather, are, you know, superior in every way and have control over all of the energy weapons and future tech. Oh, she just learned how wrong she is. Those folks would stomp all over the Brotherhood.
Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got.
See if you have anything to say now.
You can't help but notice that the Brotherhood barely exists to these people out here. We're like an urban myth, no real presence on the outside. We just don't adapt like we should. Used to be that all you needed to get your way was a suit of power armor and a laser rifle. Now, people are armed and organized. They're not afraid. But we still stick to our old approach because it's all we know.
Yeah, that's stupid. Eventually it'll have to change.
I think you're right. We're getting desperate. Hardly enough people to sustain ourselves as a chapter. We'll see the light.
Yeah.
Sooner or later.
You'll probably see the light.
But I get the feeling
I'll
if I
probably
don't
bring
take
it to
matters
you.
into my own hands, the change won't come in time to make a difference.
Okay. So, as an interesting little side note, there's her power fist. It is merged into
You're
her
making me
shoulder
carry the heavy stuff.
because it couldn't figure out that she had a chainsaw. Little funny bit there. Alright, here's the next one. Here's the Kings. By the way, now everyone likes me a little bit because I paid a ton of money to be liked. Which sounds super sad.
what do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
Pacer. Yes, I'd like to see the king if possible.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
Is 500 caps enough? I have it, and I have more than that.
Whoa. I mean, yeah. Well, that should do. The king will see you now.
Bribery.
Head on through. He's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
So, here's the king, and here's the maybe best companion in the game. Oh, Rex, you're so cute with your little brain showing. Oh, look at that. He's got a big smile and a robotic claw and a real tail. I'm going to sit down with you. How are you?
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you?
I was hoping you might have some work for me. Might as well kick this off.
Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good?
Yeah, it sounds good. What do you need me to do?
I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside?
Oh.
It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my men tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
I say that sounds great.
Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
No problem. Thank you for giving me back 200 of my 500 caps. Not that I'm concerned about such things. Alright, so I know this quest because I've completed this quest, and there's many different ways to complete this quest. I am going to do the cheesiest of the ways. But first we're going to see if that guy over by the gate has gotten unstuck, because I'd like to see him get gunned down by robots. Which probably makes me a bad person. I'm okay with that. Yep, he must have unglitched at some point and spawned to death. Yep, so gunned down by robots. Good times. Ooh, this is added by a mod. Okay, I'm sorry, but my my explorer senses are tingling. Requires key. Unfortunate. Okay, so in this quest, you hire him, and it turns out that it's not as it seems. He stages a thing with some people to make it seem like he's saving you, but really it's just his gang pretending to be dead, and that pretending he gunned them down. So that should do it. If you know this is gonna happen, I believe that you can set mines, and you can trigger this. He will go and lead you through, and when his goons spawn in, they get murdered, unalived. Other potential answers to this quest include having a high enough perception or medical skill to check the bodies, or just simply note that he shoot too few bullets to take out all of the people that are pretending to be dead. And by the way, you can actually fail this mission as well. If, that was odd. If you fail to notice all of the aspects of it, You go back to the king, you're like, no, everything seems good, and he gets so mad at you. It's actually quite amazing. Are you a follower doctor out here? Odd. Oh, here's the meat vendor.
Need some grub? I got you covered. Cheap and filling.
Well, I like cheap and filling. What are you serving?
Typically, I find it goes down better if I leave people guessing. So what do you say?
So
Want
it's
some?
people. Sure, I'd like to buy some people. You have a ton of money! And you know what that means? It means I can unload unnecessary weaponry to you. That's unfortunate. And by unloading all of this unnecessary weapons and food to you, I'm back over
That is
1,000.
one odd robot.
Safe travel through
So
Freeside.
here's our bodyguards. Here's a bodyguard for hire. He doesn't look like much. Here's Oris, who at least looks the part with his armor. He's got a nice revolver. And here's a King's gang member sporting a 10mm.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right?
I killed a whole bunch of death
The
claws.
king
as it
says to
turns
keep
out.
up the good work, instead to give you this.
So this is a random event that can happen, and the king hears that I've killed a whole bunch of death claws in the sewers, and sends people to give me gifts, interestingly enough. Hey, Oris.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will.
Oh, I believe you, buddy. How much for your services?
200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate.
Done.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
Interesting side note, if you do wander off, he will just return and be like, no, man, you're on your own. So it is really quite interesting. We're just gonna get off,
To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up.
We'll be going
Not
there
that
after.
I ever need their services.
Not that I ever need their services.
Up ahead on the next block is where the kings hang out.
I have a feeling you will
Nothing
need
It
their
can be
scary.
bought.
services.
It
They
can
don't
be
outnumber
found
you
at
5
Mick
to
and
1,
Ralph's.
you'll be fine. Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler.
I should stim pack really quick. So if you have a sprint mod,
Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
okay, sounds good. So he has his gang standing there, and then we go this way. His gang moves over into position to set up the ruse, and if you have a sprint mod, you can actually get so far ahead of him that you can see them.
You like that?
They stepped on the mines. Remember that time you get shot a lot? Oh, and I got shot a lot. What is he using? Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. The Triangle Assembly of Doom is ready. Okay. When we next rejoin, we'll be at roughly the same place. I will, however, also have mined right here. So that when that dolt comes by, I will be good and ready. I also now have full health. See you in a moment.
You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right
Oh,
up.
see, now that I'm back
Not
here, I
that
think that's a
ever need their
44
services.
revolver, and now it makes
Up
a
ahead
lot
on
more
the next
sense
block
as to
where
why
the
he
kings hang.
basically one-shot me in
Let
the
them
face.
scare you. If they don't outnumber you 5 to 1, you'll be
Come
fine.
to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler.
Alright, so here we go. There's his gang standing over there.
Don't distract me. I need to focus all my senses on keeping you safe.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, buddy. What? What happened to all my landmines? 1, 2, 3. And there's 1, 2.
Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those...
You only fired 3 shots and there were 4 guys.
Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him.
Or you just faked this whole thing to drum up repeat business.
That's an interesting theory you've got there. I'd suggest...
If you have high barter, you can, you know, but here they are. Freeside Thug. Just to,
Okay, that's it. Force isn't paying us enough.
Oh. There we go. Veronica, show him what for. Come on, you knew I wasn't gonna go with the sane and rational thing of just let them be. Alright, grenades. Hi. Hey guys. I got some stuff for you. Okay, so I am crippled. Things have been better. Let's do a doctor bag and a stim pack and another stim pack. Alright, here's Horus. Ooh, okay. There we go. Alright, Veronica's unconscious. There we go. Mission solved. Ah, yes. Alright, Veronica, time to get up. So here's where I shot one of the thugs, and there's probably some strewn about bodies over here. But what's really important is that for some reason my 200 caps went away. I'll take these machetes. They're worth at least, you know, a little bit. That spiked knuckles is worth quite a bit. And we'll just leave it here out in the open as a warning to others that it is not okay to try and take my money without doing the job I asked you to do. Yeah, you could totally just go to the end and the king would deal with him for you, but that's not fun. I am a little disappointed that all of my freaking landmines went away. I have no idea what happened there. As you saw the first time, that worked like a charm. The second time it did not work at all, which is incredibly disappointing. But we got an outcome nonetheless.
Hi.
King. Let me just presumptuously sit down next to you. Hello.
What do you have for me?
Well, he's not a problem any longer.
Ah, so it went down like that, huh? I guess it can't be helped now. Well, you're not subtle, but you get the job done.
Damn straight.
That's good enough for me. Maybe you can help me with something more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the Strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions.
Oh, trust me, I have
Recently,
no love for the
a few
NCR.
friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it.
Well, that sounds
Word's
easy
come
enough.
that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
I'll head over right away.
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
Alright, so this is probably one of the better written quests in Freeside, and you'll see why shortly. Here's a bunch of gang members enjoying their bar, staffed by other gang members who won't actually sell me anything at the bar, which is unfortunate. Alright, Old Mormon Fort is right over here, and this is where the followers of the Apocalypse are. If you're familiar with Fallout,
we're not even
you know
allowed
them.
to sell,
If
people.
you're not,
Only
well, basically they're doctors who try to maintain some semblance of the old world. Look at you and your bat. Good on you, kid. They try to maintain some of the knowledge of medicine and other practices.
Hello.
And they have a large amount of female individuals, I've noticed. I don't quite know why. It's just a fact. And then there's Arcade. Arcade is fun. We'll deal with him later. There's a gambler. Just see if there's anything interesting in here that we can take a look at. Here's another gambler. Yep. Sometimes you party a little bit too hard. Who are you?
Hello.
You're a doctor. You don't look like you have a soul. Julie Farkas, you also don't look like you have a soul.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
Sure. You need medical supplies?
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high.
Sure. What do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials.
Sure, you get yourself a deal.
Just
It also seems like you need a steady supply, not just the garbage that I can grab for you.
so far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
That sounds great.
You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy.
I'm not a huge fan of this. Here is a whole bunch of Med-X. Fixer, I'm not gonna get addicted. Radaway, I don't know, here's 3. Radaway, here's like 2 more. That's all for now. Alright, now we're accepted. Which will help me later on down the road. Here we go. Here's Wayne, and Ferris, and Roy. Let us,
Can't help but be impressed with what they're doing.
have a chat with Roy. And Veronica just commented that she's impressed with the followers. We'll deal with her in a second.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here?
The king asked me to look into your attack, and by that, he means kill everybody, right?
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
I need you to tell me who they were so I can unalive them.
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say.
Well, run your mouth and you're gonna get beaten.
They were big guys, young too, no old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them.
I have to get going.
I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne.
Hello, Wayne. You look...
It's okay.
You look
That
intelligent.
true? Did the king really send you?
Yeah, he did. And anything you tell me could totally help. Who needs to
I
die?
don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help?
Every little bit helps.
Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice.
Oh, that's what I
Hey,
do.
wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. It might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something. Something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
Alright, so we now know that these guys were attacked by the NCR. They were attacked specifically by a lieutenant in the NCR, which gives us quite a bit to go report back to the king on. While we're on this side of town, I'm going to make a quick diversion over to Mick and Ralph's. Mick and Ralph's is the local shop, and now that I am like the higher end of accepted, I'm liked. I'll get slightly better rates with them. I'm going to see if I can activate their secret shop. I don't believe I can. And we're going to see what lovely, lovely things we can purchase. Carton of cigarettes in the mailbox. See, I see kids running and I'm just like, oh, they're going to come and do something, aren't they? No, they're just children. Alright, we are at Mick and Ralph's, which is open all the time. And it's great, because it is one giant junk shop. Why is that great? Well, when you're doing weird crafting, sometimes you need a one-off part to make it work, and this is a good place to come and dig through all the toolboxes to find your hammers or your wonder glue, etc. These guys also offer a bunch of other services.
If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies.
What are your other services?
I only offer
He only offers it if you're good with the king or of a speech of 50. Well, I'm not going to be able to get a speech of 50. That will not happen.
How's it going, friend?
So I am just going to look at what's in stock. A box of nails. A canister of chlorine. A small spring. These are all things that we might need later. So let's just keep a eye on that, and let's go through and sell some of our kit. Alright, unfortunately,
give me a shout if you need anything else.
And here we go, here's Mick.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph's. For general...
Do you have any special items for sale?
Why? Do you work for one of the casinos?
No.
All of my guns are...
Alright. Yeah, my charisma in this game is pretty bad. Although he does have a battle rifle, which is nice. Embrace of the Mantis, it's a fist weapon. Katana, that's fun. Little Devil, that's a 12.7 millimeter. A sign that you can beat people with. That's about it. And he has, like, basically no caps. I'm guessing because he shares a pool with his brother. But let's see if I can get some specialty ammo. We're going to try and get all of the specialty ammo and grenades, because I will very shortly need some grenades. So, here is the interesting part about this quest coming up. It is very long and very complex, and as such, I don't necessarily want to tackle it all in one go. So we're going to do a little bit more on this quest line, and then we are going to stop off. The reason being mostly that I want to have all of the skill points necessary to get some better outcomes. And I find if you run into these things too quickly, you'll generally end up in a worse ending because you basically sacrificed to get it done early. I always say I'm going to use all of my drugs, and then I never use the drugs. So
pleasure doing business with you.
We're going to empty out some carrying capacity here. Okay.
I heard about some things you've done around town. Nice to know someone is helping out.
That's nice. It'd be nice if you sold me all the good stuff you have buried beneath your inventory. Alright. Okay. Apparently you don't have that much, which is fine. The hunting shotgun, which is a good one. I don't think I need that. Hello, Windows. RCW and rifle. There we go. Perfect.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Alright, let me just put this stuff back in. Alright, so let's round this out by going and talking to the king. After we talk to the king, I think it'll be about time, seeing as we've explored the majority of Freeside with this nice little loop that we did, to head towards the strip. And we're going to see something very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Hey.
Alright, hey. I know it's late, but you need to talk to me.
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat?
A local man were attacked by soldiers.
Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
Oh, this quest line is so well written. Just, it shows off all the personalities of everybody in Vegas. Or in Freeside, I guess. And, man, that was a painful lag spike right there. We're also going to wait this out because this is god-awful to walk through at night. Let's get to a nice early morning hour. There we go. So there are fire barrels all over the strip, which are nice. It does provide a little bit of ambient light. However, the big glow comes from the strip proper. Unfortunately, I don't like the way it looks when you're in Freeside. Simply because it's just too bright. So I'm gonna do something that I don't ordinarily do. I'm gonna throw down a scum save. Why am I gonna do this? Well, I'd like to show you how hard it is to take out all of these guys to get your way into the strip. So you cannot charge the gate, right? They just told you that these guys will gun you down. But you can take up a post right here. Pulse slugs, go. Alright, so shoot him, come down. By the way, this is not going to stand, but as you can see, with shotguns, without armor, it is entirely possible to make your way into the strip. What do we got? Vegas gate key. Thank you very much. And now we're in the strip. Now, you might be asking yourself, what consequence did that have? Well, let's find out together, shall we? Alright, attempt number 2. Goodbye. Oh, did you actually withstand that? Shoot! 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 Okay. Okay. Okay, this is less good. Oh, that was so satisfying. I mean, none of this matters. This is a scum save. I'm not going in this way. But I did want to show this off. So, attempt number 2, into the strip.
You have entered a restricted area. You have entered a restricted area. Exit the good area or you will be fired upon. Vaporization sub.
Okay, so that's attempt number 3. Vegas gate key. Put away my weapon. You know what? Let's actually change our armor for good luck. Reinforced combat armor. Alright, good luck. Everybody think happy thoughts. Ah, yes. Oh, yep, there's her answer. They're not super thrilled. Okay, 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 I have like 1 health. Again, this is scum save, so who cares? Oh god. Alright. Whoa, there's a lot of them. By the way, welcome to Open Vegas. The mod for when you hate loading zones. Nope, missed. Alright, missed my pathing, missed my pathing, missed my pathing. Okay, super. Okay.
I swear, the monorail is just ahead.
Well, I mean, this has descended into a good representation of everything that makes New Vegas great. There's literally nothing in this game to stop me from making this the official canon.
Unacceptable behavior has been noted.
Good. Now I'm shunned. Are you all happy? Are you all happy that I'm shunned? Well, since we've made it this far, we might as well go straight for a kill everything run. Alright, pulse slug, please. Come on. Okay. Are they just continually spawning right there? Who's shooting at me? Well, this is interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess in the form of every true Games Done Slow episode, I might as well do this poorly. There we go. Alright. So, let's just, I guess, get this done. Bye, gambler. Who wants some? Oh, the military police? Yeah, no. That's cute.
Murderer.
Yep. That's exactly what I am, actually. You know what? This is pretty much degraded. Let's, get her done! Okay. Just... Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Okay, good for it. Come on. Come on, police.
What the hell?
You didn't want to party? Did you guys decide you don't want to party anymore? Oh, look, more guards. Okay, let's get behind here. Oh, God. All right. Well, that was fun. Let's, instead of reloading from the autosave, let's reload from our scum save. That was a good time. Okay, let's just politely talk to the robot.
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the
My
gate.
credit's great.
Trespassers will be shot.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I need 2,000 caps? Hold on. Robot let me pass is not going to get it done. Let's pop a mentat. And
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
So let's review. I don't know, a science? What? So credit check, what's that for? They want to make sure you have money, you need 2,000 caps. Or you need a passport from the king. Or you need science of 80. As it turns out, I thought a mentat would get me there. Alas, it only got me 74. Well, that's quite a pickle. Hey.
Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate.
So now with my expanded science knowledge, 1C, 3CR34M.
Thank you, madam. You may proceed.
I love this game. I love this game. You don't need to go and get all of the combat skills. What you really need to get yourself is a high science skill. Because, man, does it come in handy with every freaking robot. And there we are. In the strip. Now that we're not being shot, let's take a quick look around.
Howdy, partner.
How do you?
You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
No. I'm busy, Victor. Go away. No, seriously. No thanks. I can handle myself just fine. Alright, Lucky 38. The start of the house always wins. So Lucky 38 is the home of Mr. House, who we are going to meet shortly. This is Gamora. I think it should be abundantly clear, based on the entertainment, what Gamora is about. This is the Tops. That's where Benny came from. Benny shot us in the head. We're going to go visit Benny very shortly.
Continuing patrol.
Excellent. This is the Ultralux, the most hoity-toity casino on the strip. Then we have Vault 21, which has been turned into a hotel. Lastly, furthest down the strip, we have Michelangelo's, who is a neon sign maker, and we have the NCR Embassy. And even though we're hated, they don't seem to have any problem with me. So we did it, guys. We are now in Vegas. So, from here, what do we want to do next? We still have a ton of missions in Freeside. We also are right next to Benny, so we can go extract our revenge.
Enjoy all the Vegas Strip has to offer.
Thank you, Robot. Otherwise, if we don't want to deal with Benny right now, we can go talk to Mr. House, and he'll give us a little bit more guidance and context as to what on earth has been going on. Lastly...
Obedience is virtuous.
Thank you. Veronica, do you have anything to say?
You know, I've been thinking. The real problem with the Brotherhood is that we isolate ourselves.
Yup.
Our training is top-notch, our technology gives us an advantage, but when it all comes down to it, we're losing because we shun the outside world.
I'd say that you're
we
actually
always
just
make enemies,
jerks.
never allies. We refuse to recruit outsiders or see the value in their simpler technologies.
A shotgun can work a lot. No, that's going to change.
I know the odds aren't good, but I gotta try. I can't lose them.
Okay, is that all you wanted to say? Alright. I thought maybe she'd start her mission quest. So that's out for right now. But, hey, do we want to explore some casinos? Do we want to talk to Mr. House? Do we want to go back to Freeside? Or do we want to go get Benny? These are the big questions, the big hard hitters. Let me know in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate everyone watching any of these videos, because there's a lot of much better options out there. Much better options. So, on that note, thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.